Now in Fallout 76, we have many dishes that circulate around Brahmin, and one of those is not around Brahmin ribs, but I haven't smoked beef ribs on the PG1000i yet, and I want to utilize something special that the grill has, and that's the ability, my friends, to actually smoke with a piece of wood over the fire pot. And we're using pecan wood, and pretty much use pecan wood on all of our grills because from the south, I love the taste of pecan wood, but I do have some cherry wood for a future project. So y'all sit back, relax, let's talk about some beef ribs. Now there's many choices when you are putting liquid on your meat for the seasoning to bind to that meat. There are so many things that you can use. You can use mustard, you can use Worcestershire sauce, you can use pretty much whatever it is that you want to use. Hell, you can even use hot sauce. I've seen a few people do that. This really isn't going to come through on the cook. It's just there for you to put the seasoning on and for it to bind it. And now a lot of people will not really season up this backside because there's silver skin on it, so there's not really much that's going to go through here. But one thing I like about seasoning this back up is that when I am biting into the rib, I have the flavor profile on the top of my mouth, like on the top of my tongue, and when the meat goes and my tongue touches the bottom side of the rib, it has that same kind of flavor profile. So it's something that I like to do. Now, I don't use a lot of seasoning on here. Now, excuse me, today we're going to be using Heath Ryle's competition rub and also some of this hardcore carnivore black seasoning. I want to see how this does with the bark. It's one of the seasonings that I have fallen in love with. And yeah, just a little light coating, pat everything down just to make sure everything is sticking. But hopefully you're having a great, wonderful day. And I'm super excited to get some beef ribs in the future, but do some like dino ribs. That's one of those things that I so want to do. Now, I did get something special this weekend because it was on sale at my local Ingles. I got a standing rib roast. Now, you might be wondering, Gassy, what is a standing rib roast? Well, that is basically a prime rib. So we're going to be making Yao Guai roast with that. I am so excited. I've got my injectables and I'm going to let that sit in the fridge for like 24 hours once I get it injected and once I get that going. But as you can see, the binder is helping keep all of this season on there. We'll do a little pat and a little once over just to make sure everything is covered. And yeah, I want to see what this does with the bark because I do believe it's going to be doing a great and wonderful thing because I've cooked some like country style ribs with this seasoning and a few other things with this seasoning, and honestly it is one that I'm falling in love with. But yeah, I love this competition rub as well by Heath Ryle's. Something about the flavor profile is just something that, oh my god, it's so daggum good. I don't know what it is, but let's get in here, get this seasoned. I'm gonna go play some Fallout New Vegas. We installed a mod that basically makes it look like a remastered version of Fallout New Vegas. There we go. Let that sit there, right there. Put a little bit more Worcestershire sauce on here just to get it nice and liquidy. I know some people hate the term moist, but you know, it does in fact make the meat moist. I'm gonna have to go get some more of this competition rub. I am almost out of it. That's how much I love this rub. Though my wife, if you ask her, she'll tell you I already have way too much seasoning as it stands. And the way I look at it is, what are you talking about, woman? There's not enough seasoning. I have like 3 or 4 shelves of seasoning. I need more. But yeah, hopefully you're having a great, wonderful day out there in the wasteland. I have been enjoying this cooking series, and I'm so thankful that y'all are here with me to be on this journey because it's one of those things that I'm finding I love cooking more and more and more. And I'm so thankful that y'all are here watching the video and hanging out with us on this channel. But yeah, we're going to let this rest for about 4 or 5 hours while I stream. And then we're going to throw it on the grill. We're going to be using pecan wood because I absolutely love pecan wood. But this is what it's looking like just before it goes in the fridge to be just resting, sitting there, chilling in its own sauce and everything. Oh my God, I'm so ready. Oh, like, there's not a lot of meat on there, but there's just enough meat. I had them cut it to where there was a little bit more meat. The next one I do with beef ribs is definitely going to be some dino ribs. Now it's time to put these beef ribs on the grill, and I am so excited to see how this flavor profile tastes, because not only are we using pecan pellets, but I have a pecan split in the grill as well, because one of the features that the Cookshack PG1000i has is that you can actually put a split of wood inside of the grill right here above the fire pot. So it's going to heat up, it's going to catch it on fire, but it's not going to let it actually flame up. But this is what the beef ribs are looking like after sitting in the fridge for about 5 hours, and I can't wait to see how all of this tastes. And if you're wondering how much of the season penetrated in that 5 hours, this is the liquid that is sitting in the tub as we speak from that meat just sitting there with the seasoning. I'm so excited to see what these beef ribs taste like. Y'all sit back, relax, and let's see what they look like in 2 hours. Now, one thing about a pellet grill that I love to death is the ease of use of this thing, because someone, I'm not going to name any names, might have cuddled up with the dogs, and now it is time to take these beef ribs off of the smoker. Yeah, I might have messed up, chat, because Now, one thing I love about a pellet grill is the ease of use. Now, one thing I love about a pellet grill is the ease of use. And y'all, you might notice that it's a little dark outside. Well, that's because somebody, I'm not going to name any names, might have laid down and cuddled with the dogs. But as you can see, there is pull back on these beef ribs. And look, that's one thing that's great about having a pellet grill, is you can fall asleep and find out that as you wake up, it's time to take your meat off the grill, because it was up to 192 exactly. Usually it's either between 190 and 200 that I like to pull the beef ribs. But look at this stuff. It is looking absolutely wonderful. Oh my God. But yeah, let's set this camera down. Let's take these off, and then let's cut one up and see how she is looking on the inside and how she is tasting. But yes, oh my, look at these things. These are looking absolutely wonderful. Oh my, Lord of mercy. Hopefully everybody's had a great and wonderful weekend wherever it is, whenever you're watching this in the world. Oh my gosh. I'm using one of my wife's knives, because I'm just like, you know what? I just want to take this. Oh my, I can see juices coming out of this. Now look, as you know, I just took this off of the heckin' grill, but look at this. Look at that piece of meat. It is looking absolutely juicy on the inside. There is so much meat. I love that Ingles will do that in my local butchery. Like, my local shop will do it as well. But when I saw that Ingles was having a sale on this stuff, I was like, oh, hell yeah. There we go. Get past that little bit of cartilage right there. But let me take a bite out of this real quick. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is so daggum good. Oh, dude, mixing that seasoning up, having, like, that's one thing I love, is having that little bit of bark. Oh, I need a daggum napkin. But like having a piece of, like, right here, having the bite on the bottom with that seasoning, that little bit of skin right there. Oh my God, it's so good. Y'all, look, if you haven't had beef ribs, definitely get some. But when you get some, make sure that they cut a little bit, like, more to where it has more meat, because beef ribs aren't really known for having a lot of meat on them. But yes, are these worth it? 4 or 5 hours? I wonder what it would be like at like 24 hours with seasoning with it not sitting in its own juices. We might have to try that out in the future. But thank y'all so much for taking time out of your busy day to check this video out. Y'all have a great, wonderful day out there in the wasteland. Peace. Love you.